Hello, I'm recording this and it's Record Store Day 2024. What to do? One, I'm skinned, and B, I hate queuing. So let's have a little spin on this. Yeah, this is my stored record day, record salvaged day. I'm just going back through all my old vinyl, and I've picked out a dozen records, a dozen albums, that I don't think I've played in at least 20 years. No diss on Record Store Day or record collectors. I'm all for supporting independent record shops. I just choose to go in throughout the year and just pick up things as and when. I've put these 12 in approximately chronological order. Don't take any of these as recommendations in particular. They literally made this list because I've not played them in such a long time. Yeah, no notes for this one. I'll be playing it fast and loose, so let's get started. First up from 1986. This is They Might Be Giants, their debut album. I'm sure, like a lot of other people, I got into them around about the time of Birdhouse in Your Soul in 1990. So, yeah, this one hasn't got a lot of play since then, really. Just looking down the track list, the one that jumps out is Don't Let's Start, which I remember was, I believe, a single of the week at some point in one or other of the music press of the day. Well, I should hasten to add, I think that was a kind of a retrospective re-release of Don't Let's Start. Second up, from 1988, I have got A House. And they're on our Big Fat Merry-Go-Round album. I think this was their debut. And it did have a kind of a minor college rock hit in, where is it? Call Me Blue. I believe that one did quite well for them. But I guess a lot of UK listeners might remember them more from the 90s. Endless Art was kind of a bit of a quirky list type single that picked up a lot of airplay for them, and I think they did quite well from it. Next, 1988, same year, Ciccone Youth, the Whitey album. Yeah, the kind of the black sheep of the Sonic Youth back catalogue, because it's not really Sonic Youth, although it is. Yeah, bit of an odd one, this. It's got those kind of odd covers of, let's think, Addicted to Love, Burning Up, plus lots of that kind of sound collage noise stuff that they were doing at the time. It leads me nicely into the next one, from 1989. This is Firehose and their album Fromohio. This is probably their best. Maybe this one or Iffen, the one before. But yeah, the link with Ciccone Youth, by the way, is Mike Watt. Yeah, he contributed to the Ciccone Youth album and sung lead vocal on Burning Up. Yeah, this one's quite a good one. I really should play it again. 1990 now, and how about this? It's the Boo Radleys. Yeah, this is their debut, Ichabod And I, on Action Records. So pre their Creation signing. I kind of quite liked them around this time. I think I saw them supporting The Wedding Present. They were a lot kind of noisier and more kind of Dinosaur Jr. influenced at the time. So this is kind of pre their kind of shoegaze, jazzy, everything but the kitchen sink kind of period. I'm talking things like Giant Steps here. Next up, from 1991. Don't know much about this one. This is Springhouse and their album Landfalls. I did have to play this before I sat down because I'm like, I can't remember this at all. And yeah, it's odd. It's a kind of like a folky shoegaze mix. I don't know what else to say, really. They're an American band. They released a few albums. This was the debut, and yeah, it's all right. Next, another one from 1991, and this is how I remember record stores. This is Into Paradise and their debut album, I think it was their debut, Churchtown. And when I say this is how I remember record stores, yeah, just cut-out bins, bargain bins. It seems like record labels were throwing money at all sorts, and lots of stuff would get full-page ads in NME, Melody Maker. It'd be there 1 week and gone the next, and you know, you could pick it up for a song. And I think Into Paradise were kind of one of those. They're from Dublin, and yeah, somewhere between kind of gothy Mission and kind of post-punk Bunny Men. Not bad if you're into that kind of thing. And in a very similar category, from 1992, this is Balloon and their debut album Gravity. Yeah, another one of those cut-out bin regulars that you would see around at the time. I think they were kind of a duo. It was Ian Bickerton and someone else. Yeah, I think kind of go-betweens, indie pop type stuff. Pretty good, quite accomplished sounding, but yeah, I hadn't played it until making this video in 20 years. From the same year, 1992, I've got Hard by Bleach. Yeah, this was after their kind of shoegaze peak, when they'd gone a little bit kind of post-punk. They'd done a weird kind of rapping thing alongside a kind of Susie and the Banshees tribal drumming thing. Quite odd. I still think it's okay. Wish I had the other mini album that came with this. They did one called Fast, so you had Hard and Fast. Get it? Yeah, I've got a lot of time for Bleach, so yeah, maybe chase this one down. Another from 92 next up. I must have been spending a lot of time in the reduced bins. This is Pain Teens Stimulation Festival. Yeah, these are on Trans Syndicate, so Texan kind of... it's always too easy to kind of call them butthole surfers alike, but there's a lot of kind of weird samples, psychedelic kind of weird, I don't know, semi-industrial dominatrix noise stuff. It's pretty cool as I recall, but yeah, I haven't played it in ages. Going fast forward now to 94, nearly the end of this list, and yeah, everyone should know this one, and it's Watusi by The Wedding Present. The reason I plucked this one out is because I was absolutely shocked to find out this came out in 94. It's getting the 30th anniversary reissue treatment this year, and I don't think I've played it in years. I was always kind of more of a Bizarro, Sea Monsters, Tommy kind of period Wedding Present fan. But this one's pretty good as I remember. Seem to remember it having kind of a bit of a pavement-y thing going on with a little bit of a Stereolab kind of kraut pop thing too. Yeah, like I say, it's getting reissued. Maybe time to revisit it. And finally, the 12th and final on the list, from 1995, a band I remember well. This is Done Lying Down, their debut album, John Austen, Rutledge. They were press darlings for that kind of weird period between kind of grunge and Britpop really kicking up a gear. Quite kind of punky, all kind of aligned with that Camden scene. Yeah, a couple of singles of the week in one or other of the Inkies that I remember. Descent is the one on here, but there was one called Heart of Dirt, which I remember was very good too. I think that was a standalone single though. And that's it, just a quickie. I don't have the money or the patience to be kind of doing the record store day thing, and I just thought I would have a look and see what I'd got and make the best of what I had. Yeah, this was the dozen that I came across when just going through from A to Z, and I can honestly say I can't think of a situation where I would be including these in some kind of bigger themed list, so consider it just a grab bag of bits and pieces for your perusal. I guess we've all got bits of vinyl or CDs for that matter that have been gathering dust for a while and not getting much play or much love. Why not drop in the comments below what yours might be? Well, failing that, did you go out on record store day? What did you get? Anyway, I'm not going to labour this one any further. Thanks very much for watching. Like, subscribe, the usual stuff. But in the meantime, take care and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.